Gulf region. I haven't got out the formula how to access Gulf region investors to early stage technologies. Because when I come down there to Bahrain or other states, they rather invest in real estate or very mature companies, which they understand very much better. I mean, is it because of your trading nation history, or are there any formulas how to attract Saudi investors into early stage great Scandinavian technologies?
Well, thank you very much. That's a good question. Actually, we talked yesterday in the session that we had about the role of private equity firms, because I think that they can help to fill that gap. Traditional investors are more knowledgeable and more familiar with areas in which they have invested for tens of years, and their fathers have invested in them before. Real estate is one of them. Trading agencies is another. Take an agency of an international company with a well-known brand and try to distribute it in the market. That's the traditional form of investment that many of these business people are more familiar with. I think in terms of the private equity firms, they provide professional management, they provide professional analysis, and they are able to understand the potential of some of these technologies that may not be very obvious to in the first place. And I think that is a role that they can play both in terms of investing in Sweden or in Nordic countries in support of some of these emerging technologies, as well as in terms of providing investors with an opportunity from this region, with an opportunity to invest in the Middle East and in the Gulf states in particular. So I would very much emphasize the role of such private equity firms. There are a number of them coming up, and many of them have a great deal of potential, a great deal of talent and capability, and would be in a good position to try to fulfill that role.
There are a lot of private equity, but they are the breach is normally the Gulf region in the US. I haven't seen any yet that have the breach of the Gulf region and Scandinavian technology. So that is something I think lacking, and that's something I would like to explore more about.
I think you are absolutely correct, and quite frankly, this is one of the reasons why we are here today and yesterday, is to try to provide additional linkages and bridges. And I know that there are a lot of technologies, a lot of capabilities in this part of the world which we are not aware of. You said, I think, a while ago that Scandinavians are good with technology. They're not very good with commercialization. I might add, they're not also very good with communications, with making sure that these technologies are known. And I think that is something that needs to be worked upon. An interesting and very useful contact point as far as Saudi Arabia is concerned is the Saudi Arabian General Investment Authority, SAGIA, S-A-G-I-A. You can look up their websites. They have offices in various places in London, in Paris, in other places, and they will be your one-stop shop in terms of all information about Saudi Arabia, including licensing, as well as access to companies and operators and businesses. Now, of course, just like the ambassador said about his own role, I'm sure that the Saudi embassy in Stockholm would be happy to play a similar role. Our own embassy in Brussels will be happy to provide any such assistance, and the chambers of commerce usually also are another angle or another channel. But I would recommend as a starting point SAGIA, the Saudi Arabian General Investment Authority, as being a very helpful channel for communications and advice.
I can confirm that SAGIA is a very efficient organization. So, are there a last question before we wrap up? If not, let me just comment to what you said, Ambassador. And that is that I think that the question of Lars Beckman is extremely crucial, because with all, if we now take Saudi Arabia, with all the investment projects going on, what would be extremely useful, that is to find the connections for information within your strategic investments not the sectors, because we are aware of the sectors, but the segments and niches where you have your desires, because when we know exactly which they are, then we can make the offers within and see where there are the gaps, and where we, from a technology point of view or whatever, can join forces with you. I will not thank you.
I just want to add something.
Please. A last addition, and then we will close.
I just wanted to mention that, yes, there is tremendous amount of technology, and especially in areas which India is really interested. One is in power, in energy, infrastructure, telecommunication, clean technology, health. These are areas where I think our numbers are really big. For instance, just in infrastructure alone, $750 billion from our side, and another $750 billion. I'm not talking million, I'm talking billions, or $1.5 trillion in the next 10 years just in the infrastructure sector. I'm not even talking of chemical sectors and the health and all that. And therefore, there is tremendous opportunity. Please leverage your technology, leverage your capabilities. There's a tremendous growth opportunity there, and we would like to welcome all the investing companies, because you will add value to it, you will add management efficiency to it, and of course, you will add prosperity to your own bank account. Thank you.
Thank you. We opened this session. Per, you opened it up this morning. But thank you so much. And now and after Per, Anu also opened up. So now, since you opened up, I will ask you to close it.
So thank you all again for coming. I have two more people that really made this event happen today that I really want to thank. One is Peter Jonsson from TiE Nordic. He's our chairman and president, and without his final say, we couldn't have had this event. So thank you, Peter. And Per Verblad for sponsoring this event. So Delphi was kind enough to sponsor this event. Orient Odenbro gave us his response fairly quickly, and because of that, we were able to have such a great venue to host this event. So thank you, Delphi, for sponsoring. They've also been a loyal TiE friend since our very beginning. We have our annual champagne toast here in June when the weather is beautiful, but we're nice to find an event where we can come back in November and have a great crowd as well. So thank you, everyone, for coming again today.
Thank you.